Welcome everyone. Don't skip this message is today's timeless pick a card. You have option 1 on the left. I'm just going to zoom in with the Hermit. Option 2 in the middle with Temperance, and option 3 on the right hand side with Judgment. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now, and I'll see you at your option. Welcome everyone who chose the Hermit. This is going to be your reading. So why do you need to not skip this message, the Hermit? So someone here could have strong Virgo in their chart, but it doesn't have to be. The number 9 could be significant. You could be coming to the end of a chapter in your life, or you could be writing chapters. For some of you could be writers, or you could be journaling. Some of you could be writing songs, lyrics, something like that. One thing you need to know right now is that you're very wise. You're very connected to your higher self. But it's like right now you just want to keep to yourself, and there's a reason why. You're meant to create something from this state of, it's almost like introversion, whether you're an introvert normally or not. You feel your energy is just in a hermit mode, pulled back a little bit, or maybe this is the energy that you're coming into right now. But there's a reason for this. Radical expansion. Okay, that makes sense. You may not know this, but while you are going through this phase of pulling back and spending time with yourself and your higher self and journaling, and where it may seem like not much is going on, you're really going through a process of radical expansion right now. The number 40 could be relevant, the number 4. There's something here about your journey up until now having been one of really fully living and loving at full capacity. And you need a break. It's almost like you need a break because you're going into phase 2, which will be more of that, but just more expanded. Your ability to live life to the fullest, to love with all your heart, without fear, will have you radically expanding your horizons and ascending and moving higher. It's like taming that dragon with your heart. See? All that energy is coming out of your heart. There is a dragon inside of you, but that's also the reason why you know how to tame the dragon outside of you. And I just heard everything is you pushed out. So whatever you're seeing in your reality is what you're creating from your heart space. So I'm almost inclined to say, watch that space. Watch your heart space. Because the more capacity you have to love, the more love will come back to you. Even if it's not coming from the source you would want it to come from, it still comes back to you. Radical expansion is also about being unapologetically you. Even if that means you pull back from people at times, if that's a part of who you are, then you need to stick to that. There's a sense of your ability to express yourself will radically expand. There's something about being really bold and having a voice, and that voice coming from your heart space. It's almost like you need to take up more space. Your words, I just heard your words need to be heard through your voice. Not just in writing, but through your voice as well. So maybe you have some important life purpose that involves communicating or singing or speaking in some way. Whatever you're writing down, whatever is going on inside of you, is very important to be shared. It's very necessary. You have to share this, whatever this is, because it is very empowering both to you and anyone who comes across your words or your voice. That's how you will own your true power. So don't keep things on paper and don't keep things to yourself. You're meant to share whatever you're keeping to yourself. But if you're keeping this to yourself right now, there's a reason why. And it's necessary that you keep this to yourself right now in this moment. But one day it's meant to be visible and it's meant to be audible in the world, to the world, for the world. You're meant to have fun with the magnificence of what's going on inside of you by sharing it. I don't think you realize just how special you are, which is why you may have a fear of judgment. You may feel that it's going to hit brick walls, but it's meant to bring down those brick walls, is what I'm hearing here. So the advice here is for you to let go of the fear of judgment and let go of judgment of yourself first and foremost, because that's how you will be able to step it up a notch when it comes to creative exploration. You're meant to explore your creativity right now, because the more you explore that creativity, the more you will expand in radical ways of being. Instead of placing the fear on judgment or the focus on the fear, ask yourself. These are questions that are being put forth for you to ask yourself, and maybe journal about it, write about it, and whatever comes out may be something that you will end up sharing as well. So the question is, what would it be like to live, to love, and feel at full capacity? How would that feel? Write it down. What do you imagine it would be like? Because this is where this is where you're being nudged to focus on. This is what you're being nudged to focus on right now. And your power comes from being truly unapologetically you right now. Those gifts that you think are too bold for this world or for other people's judgment toward you, or those heartfelt experiences that you believe you should hold back, just might light someone up. It might just be what someone needs right now. If you find yourself dulling down what would be your natural expression to fit in, and those dreams that you have that may seem too vast could be precisely what the world is wanting from you and is waiting for and is needing direly right now and desperately. But some part of you feels like you don't have the right to take up space. You have an aura that naturally expands, and it touches other people's auras in a very, very empowering way, positive and empowering way. And by holding that back, you're not helping others empower themselves. As you imprison yourself, you're not helping others free themselves. Does that make sense? There's a subtle shame that you may experience, but you need to ask the question, where is this coming from? Why do you feel you need to keep yourself safe? What do you need to heal? Where is this shame coming from? Because what this is saying is you're stopping yourself from dancing the most beautiful dance that is available to you in this lifetime. If you are dressing down for some reason as well, that is also something that you're stopping yourself from doing, because see, she's all covered up. Now, I'm not going against anyone's religion here. That's a different story. But if you're trying to dress down so that you don't ruffle any feathers or you don't provoke, well, I'm not saying dress provocatively. That's not what's coming through. It's just when it's like the act of dressing up, it's not just to provoke, or it's not meant to provoke, but it's meant to shine your true self forth. And you're stopping yourself in that sense. But it's like this ritual of getting dressed for the occasion shouldn't be just for some occasions. It's do that every day and see how that transforms you. Because that's a form of expression that will also help you with sharing your voice. It's in some way it's connected. Both are connected. Your bodily expression, the way you dress, and how the effort you put into really expressing yourself and making a statement out of how you dress will aid you in bringing forth a message and freeing your voice. If you're someone who tends to fall into judgment of others, that may be the reason why you fear judgment from others. So there's a sense that if you can put yourself in other people's shoes and understand why they dress that way, why they say the things they do, and lower your own judgment, you will be doing the same for yourself in turn. And the more you lower your own judgment, others will also stop judging you. And even if they do, it won't affect you as much because you will have forgiven yourself. You will place no judgment on yourself. And so whatever other people judge or see, it's their problem. It's because they're judgmental. You may not be aware of thoughts that have been imprinted in you ever since you were very young, through your parents, through your teachers, through society, probably the media. And these things separated you and limited you from your own beliefs, and limited your own beliefs, and separated you from the truth, from your soul, from your core. Your beliefs around what is acceptable, what is not. But possibilities and expansions really come through when you own your power and when you do embrace that responsibility to be more visible in the world. Because you may have been shying away from life right now, hence why you feel like you're not living life to the fullest. So it's time for that radical way of being and thinking. Start by granting yourself the freedom and the creativity to be you, because it's only through being you that you will be able to create whatever you're meant to create here. Having a voice is essential for your power to shift back into your power outside of this prescribed normality. It's time to unleash that inner dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts, and to have fun with them, whatever they may be, okay? The mountain. Yeah, it's like that's you there, almost at the top, almost at the pinnacle, and you're so close to the top. You've already made strides. You've already risen so high and expanded and went through so many hurdles and so many obstacles and challenges and seeming impossibilities, and you've already done the most, actually. Because I would say a few years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, you were down here. where you couldn't see the forest for the trees. And now you're already up there, but you kind of feel pulled back to that past feeling where you were down here, and sometimes you go back there. But you're actually really, really close to that top there, the top of that mountain. 33, you are connected to the Ascended Masters. You're a powerful being, but you stop yourself maybe because you want to fit in, because you've been judged in the past, because you've been pressured into shrinking and being small. Someone may have made you feel small, or many people may have made you feel small. But if you look back, you will actually see just how far you've come and just how little you have to go. You're almost at the top there, whatever that means for you. Now, I know it's all about the journey, but it's like, for some reason, they're showing me that you're not really enjoying the journey right now, and you need that push to keep going, because the best part is yet to come. This is the part where you reap the harvest. This is the part where you celebrate your efforts, that your hard work gets rewarded. So you don't want to miss out on your rewards. But this is when you need to have the most faith and believe and trust that it's coming. Okay? You've ascended immensely. You used to see this as a big mountain that was a big thing to overcome because... Sorry, this thing is just all over. Because you didn't know any better. But eventually you took small steps and you made a lot of progress. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Toward that almost pinnacle. But it's like you've been doing things and you're in a place. But you could be more. You could do more. Now I'm not saying it's not just about worldly success. This is about allowing your soul to shine through, allowing your soul to have a voice. Because it seems like you've achieved some successes, but for some reason deep inside you don't feel successful, because there's a flame inside you that has still not been pushed forth and explored. Now we have the vow, and we have two people holding hands, almost in prayer. The number 54 could be relevant. The number 7, the number 9, again the number 9, angel number 99. You have a soul contract. You made a vow to come to this lifetime and get to the top of that mountain and share whatever this is. And we have a diamond here. So some of you maybe have been recently proposed to, or you will get a proposal, a marriage proposal. If you're wondering, am I ever going to get married? Yes, there's a marriage proposal coming here. But you need to empower yourself and allow yourself to expand and be authentic and speak your voice, because that's the only way your soul tribe is going to find you. Your special person is going to find you if you haven't yet. And I can't help but I can't help but notice this white dove. So this is saying the way to make peace with yourself is to fulfill that vow that your soul made. And the thing you want the most is peace, which is why you cocoon back to yourself in this hermit mode. But it's only when you fully express yourself genuinely that you will feel at peace. Until then, there's always going to be something that's not sitting right with you. That may be it may be caused by fear, but it may also be at the root of all your fear. There's also something coming through about a vow that you made to yourself. Remember the vow you made. I just heard remember the vow you made. All right. Seventh house. Ooh, okay. Relating, relationships, Libra energy. All right. Well, it seems like you may be closer to commitment or to taking a commitment to the next level than you think. There's something about a best friend turning into a marriage partner here that I'm seeing. Balance being brought back into your life, but also maybe a contract that encompasses a vow. So definitely could be a marriage contract. And I do see again 2 people holding hands in this card. Okay, so maybe you think this is never going to happen for you in case you're not married, okay? Because some people watching this could be married, so this could be talking about your marriage, but it could also be that you have pushed this idea to the side if you're not married, or if you would want to get married. Balancing the scales of justice as well. Balancing the scales of justice. Relationships, opposition. Let's see. Is there anything opposing you right now? We have Capricorn energy here. You could have Capricorn strongly in your chart. Libra, possibly. Some of you could have been born on a Friday or a Saturday, but maybe you are your own boss. Maybe you are in this boss energy. Maybe you are very ambitious. There could be something here going on about your business. There could be a business partnership, but that is also locked in with marriage here. Wisdom. I'm being called to wisdom with this card as well. You know all about endurance. You could be well accomplished already in your career, or that's where you're headed. There's something very stoic about you. There could be some rigidity. Maybe you are very disciplined, very structured. You may be someone who likes tradition. You will be accomplished in both marriage and business, is what I'm seeing here. For some of you, there's a power couple dynamic going on here, or there will be in the future. Let's see. Something structured and traditional. Ooh, breaking free from tradition, Uranus. What is going on with this reading? You're about to have some kind of epiphany or a breakthrough, or there could be a faulty foundation crumbling for you because of an awakening. Your life, I see Uranus with that Capricorn energy. It's almost showing me Uranus and Saturn. So breaking free from rigidity, breaking free from a structure. It could be what you're going through or what you're going to go through to achieve freedom. And again, oh, I see what's happening here. It's this Hermit and radical expansion. So Capricorn and Uranus. It's about the expectations you've placed on yourself, or you think society has placed on you, or maybe society has placed on you, that you're breaking free from, so that you can be your own self, so that you can be true to yourself. And you've recently maybe had a breakthrough about what this is, or an epiphany. You are someone who's very original. And it seems like you may be awakening to the fact that you don't conform even though you have conformed. It's like you've already conformed. You know what it's like to conform, but now you would like to break free. And within that discipline that you have, instead of being rigid, you're tending more to the discipline side so that you can merge with your own soul. Like it's like using this structure that you've created to be able to be yourself in a way that is structured almost, But there's something unexpected here or surprising for you that has made you awaken to your truth and made you want to now expand and be free from the heaviness, from the seriousness, from maybe even things you have accomplished. Okay, wow. Opposition. Yeah, but it goes against a previous way of life or a previous structure that you created. And again, it's like we have opposition here and opposition here, but that opposition creates a balance. You may be dealing with someone who's very different from you or not what you thought would be best for you. Someone who mirrors back through the relationship that you have, relates and mirrors, and it's that we have relating there. So there's a relationship here that is challenging you maybe almost and calling you out on something, and you may be made conscious of something all of a sudden, of something through an interaction with someone who maybe has confronted you willingly or unwillingly, made you conscious of something that is in conflict with you, so it's like you're being tested to see if you can turn obstacles into stepping stones here. It's like maybe someone showed you something about yourself that has surprised you, but has also awakened you to something within you, as this person acted as a walking mirror in your life. And something unexpected here about your own rigidity, maybe. Right now, it seems like you're going through a phase. We have the number 20. This is judgment in the traditional tarot, but here it says blossom. And so, through whatever's being mirrored to you, through this confrontation, through this thing that you're being made conscious of, through this awakening, through this breakthrough, through this epiphany, you're meant to blossom into who you're meant to be. But it takes a decision and a shift in perspective. And it's at the same time, it's giving you a second chance in life, a second opportunity to create the life you want, to confront your darkest fears. But this brings out the fear as well at the same time. Because Capricorn energy is connected to ego and fears. And so it's whatever's being mirrored here, whatever you're meant to blossom into, is also at the same time bringing out your anxiety, because it's triggering some kind of fear that is there. Crown chakra. But this is information coming from the higher realms. This is like your crown chakra is being activated. You are almost in fear of having to follow your intuition. Because when we follow our intuition, we have to do it fearlessly almost, because otherwise we're following our ego, which is fear-based. But your intuition is nudging you. It's calling you out. And it could be happening through someone. The number 7 coming through again, a relationship. 77, angel number 77. And we have 999. We did have another 9 there. Angel number 999, angel 77, which is having you close a cycle of ego, of fears, of rigidity, feeling alone. This is the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. It's like you're feeling left out right now of your own journey because of this epiphany or this breakthrough that you've had, and you're seeing just maybe how lonely you've been feeling all this time. Shapeshifter, but you're meant to shift. Maybe you're good at displaying a certain mask or playing a certain role so that you can navigate through normality, so you can allow yourself to be in different states of consciousness without other people noticing, or it's like you go through things and people would never tell because you put on a good mask. But it's like you're meant to shift into a new reality, to find balance with Hawthorne and Elemental Kingdom balance, to find that balance in your life. Because right now you could be feeling a little bit out of balance with this Nine of Swords and this Five of Pentacles. And the rigidity could also be keeping you from being able to manifest the material life that you want. It could be affecting you financially, your finances. We have sexuality. Okay, something to do with your sexuality here, or the way you face sexuality. Maybe you're blossoming through your sexuality, or an imbalance connected to sexuality has been keeping you in fear or lower vibration when you're meant to be happy. The number 26 could be relevant, and the number 8. You've had an awakening maybe about what would make you happy. Boundaries. Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Maybe you have a hard time saying no to other people who demand of you, who demand of your energy, who demand of your time. And so the road to happiness here has a lot to do with setting healthy boundaries. Even if it's boundaries within you with your own thoughts. Like saying no to certain thoughts when they seep in. Creating healthy boundaries so that they don't affect the way you move through life. And setting healthy boundaries with people who interfere with your happiness by way of messing with your mind. We have Lemuria returns. The number 29 could be relevant. The number 2, earthy, spirituality, community, ocean conservation. And I'm seeing a pregnant lady here. Protecting something that is unseen, a seed that is growing, germinating. Conception, your creativity. Could be a child. You could be pregnant. You could be wanting a child. This could be a confirmation or validation of sorts for you. But I'm seeing this more of like you're being very protective of something you want to create, something that is blossoming within you. And you have to love yourself enough to say no to certain people so that you can create this thing. Because certain people's demands on your time and energy is taking away from this thing that you are meant to start or create. That would make you happy. Now, for some of you, you're going to be happy to know that you have successfully become pregnant, or, you know, your partner maybe has become pregnant. Some of you are into ocean conservation. There's something about you returning to a community, which is your true community, the community where you don't have to wear a mask, where you don't have to play a certain role. You just have to be yourself. But you have to be able to set boundaries with those people, even if it's just in your mind, so that they don't influence you when it comes to making decisions that are right for you according to your intuition. Because there's a sense that there could be a community of people who are interfering with your ability to make decisions that are good for you. Because if it's good for you, you end up creating better energy within yourself to share with others. And if it's not good for you, you could be temporarily pleasing a crowd or a group of people, but the energy you're giving them is not really even good for them. That if that makes sense. The Fool. Yeah, you're being asked to take a leap of faith and to... There's a new beginning here, but it takes courage. There's a new beginning that takes courage here. And you're being assisted when it comes to a difficult transition or a difficult new beginning here after closing a cycle. And look, this one's wearing a mask. 8 of Wands. You're being pushed to take action here. The number 49 and the number 4 could be relevant. We have 4 twice. Angel number 44, you are protected, surrounded by angels, guided and supported, okay, in this new beginning. And you're being nudged to take action here. Because once you do take this leap of faith, there's a lot that's going to happen really fast for you. We have strength. It's like you hold yourself back. The number 16 and the number 7 could be relevant. You're someone who is very loyal. But it says, look at this, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory. So anyone who is willingly or unwillingly oppressing you, or even if it's your own mind, you are going to be delivered from that oppression. See, Capricornian, Saturnian energy can be a little bit oppressive. That state of 9 of Swords mind of fear and anxiety oppresses you, of course. It stops you from being victorious because it pulls you back on your tracks. The Sun, when you're meant to grow and expand and be happy. But it takes courage to be happy, to be able to step into this energy, to take that leap of faith. Your life is about to be restored. You're being protected from anyone who is getting into your mind, feeding the fear, manipulating, anyone who is an adversary, anyone who is keeping you from being who you're meant to be and living the life you're meant to live and being happy and growing and expanding. And for some of you, maybe even being able to start a family. By the way, if you're pregnant or if you ever have a child, it's going to be a male child because we have the Sun here. Temperance. Divine timing, patience. If you offend anyone, and when I say offend, I'm going to put it in these quotation marks. If you ever offend someone by being yourself, by being genuine and authentic, or by choosing a path that is good for you, you will be forgiven. You will reconcile with those people because eventually they will understand you. There may be a temporary misunderstanding, but they will have no choice but to align with you because your energy will be pulling in positivity. 64 and 10 and 1 could be relevant. The number 35 and 8. Because it's leading you towards stable prosperity. The High Priestess. Your intuition knows best. Aries, Piscean energy, Sagittarius, Leo coming through. So far, your intuition is telling you to take this leap of faith, but your ego is telling you not to. As I said that, the devil comes out, that's the ego. Is telling you not to. Is getting the best of you. So there's a battle between the ego and the intuition. The number 15 and the number 6 could be relevant. Capricorn energy again. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But we have strength on top of the King of Cups saying you need to have the strength to follow your heart. You need to take action from the heart space, which is the very definition of courage. If you want to know how to be courageous, just think in terms of taking action from your heart space. If your heart were to drive you right now, which is connected to your intuition, by the way, and the mind is connected to this devil and the ego and the fear, where would you go? If you allow love to be the driving force, because love is the answer. Love is connected to peace, to joy, to authenticity. Where would you go? And that's how you create good energy around you that you can give to others. Judgment. Yeah, that's the big decision you need to make. That's the judgment we were seeing there. This is the traditional judgment card. And the decision is to be happy, because if you're happy, you're going to be able to make more people happy. The number 20 could be relevant. The Chariot, and that's how you move forward past this waiting game. You don't need to be so patient and so strong. You are strong and patient. It's almost like you've done enough of that. It's time to move forward. You know the direction, but again, ego and intuition, there's a battle between your ego and your intuition. But very soon I feel you're going to know which way to go. But the longer you take to decide upon following your intuition, the longer it's going to take. July could be significant. The number 7 could be significant. Cancerian energy, Scorpio energy here strongly could be in your chart. All right. Okay, for some of you, you need some workshops or seminars. Maybe you need to attend or give speeches as a part of your spiritual path and purpose right now. You're definitely being nudged to being open to teaching and learning, and especially being open to new experiences. Archangel Michael is with you. You're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. Did I not say you're being protected and guided through the situation? But this takes setting strong boundaries with people, cutting cords with people who are slowing you down, who are pulling you back, and who are not really contributing to you raising your vibration at this point. Goddess energy, that's you, that's the energy that you have. And even if you're masculine, express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. If you're a masculine, there could be a feminine energy in your life who is helping you embrace your intuition, because that's what happens when masculines and feminines get together. The masculine teaches the feminine about the material world, and the feminine teaches the masculine about the intuition and connecting to your intuition and nurturing yourself. Now, if you're this goddess, you may have been in your masculine energy and your fears, and now it's like you're being nudged to turn to your intuition and nurture yourself as you would everyone else. Throat chakra, because whatever you're not doing or holding yourself back, you're closing your throat chakra. There's a need to heal that throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. Yes, there's a truth that needs to be spoken. And you know what? Falling on top of Uranus, it could be surprising to a lot of people, but it's the truth. And truth is based in authenticity, which is the highest vibration of them all, close to love, close to joy, close to peace. That's the only thing that's going to bring you peace. And the angels are helping you with this. And you can speak your truth in a loving way. You don't have, it doesn't have to be abrasive. The idea of it may be abrasive, but you can assert yourself in a loving and kind way. You can say no in a loving and kind way. There may be a need to heal around the throat chakra. If you need energy healing, I'm here. I do Zoom sessions one-on-one. Find my email and I'll send you the list of my services. Or find another way. Do Reiki, do something else that will help you open your throat chakra. Singing, humming, chanting, practicing speaking out loud the things you would like to say, even if it's not when people are around. And we have love endures. Yes, the answer is love right now, is following your heart. That is the highest vibration of them all. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So if there's true love here, if it's genuine, if it's authentic, this will withstand any situation. And maybe you need to know that. And it's also an act of love towards self and nurturing towards self to speak up. Because then you will be able to withstand every situation. The number 43, the number 7, this is an important step in your spiritual path right now. Practice compassion. The number 15, the number 6, and again, that 15 is that devil energy. See things from a fresh perspective, not from fear, from a perspective of love. If you see everything from the perspective of love, which things you can be grateful for, what brings you peace and joy and true joy and what really makes your heart sing and what really moves you. Instead of seeing from a perspective of everything that could go wrong, see it from a perspective of what could go right. And be compassionate toward yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen to your intuition. Yes, of course. Don't deny your intuition because of fear. Serenity will follow. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Your intuition is also showing you a path toward making money here, okay? Wow, what an intense reading, guys. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. It was such a pleasure to read for everyone. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Thank you for all of you who already do that. It really helps us creators. We need that kind of engagement to know that you guys appreciate our work, need what we're doing here, like what we're doing here, and share this with other people who need this message so we can all ascend together. It was such a pleasure to read for you today. Have a beautiful day and see you next time. Bye. Welcome everyone who chose this beautiful artwork, Temperance. By the way, you can find these in, I left it in the description box. Only the majors are available, but very soon the whole tarot deck will be ready. It's from my friend Polly from Hong Kong. She has created this deck over a course of several years. You can find her on Instagram under Pomama_illustration. And you can find it in the description box. The number 14 could be relevant. This is Temperance. The number 5, change is upon us. Change is upon you. It's maybe something you've been patiently waiting for. Maybe this is divine timing. But changes are occurring. Sagittarius energy here. But again, you're trying to find a balance here with maybe tricky circumstances that you have to balance out and walk in a fine line. For some of you, it's walk in a fine line, where you really have to be really good at this balancing act. It's a balancing act. It's like right now the changes are occurring because there's a sense that there's alchemy, there's a transmuting negative into positive going on for you. There could be something about a soulmate here, but let's look further. Crown chakra. Oh my goodness, your crown chakra is definitely opening. Very wide open crown chakra, meaning that right now you are tapping into your unlimited self through this process of alchemization, transmuting negative to positive. You're able to walk the fine line and come out with flying colors, like perfection in the balancing act while doing something very complicated at the same time, because you realized how unlimited you are. There's something about your crown chakra being very open and connected to the higher realms. So there's downloads of information coming through your crown chakra. There's a sense of an inner knowing and a strong knowing of all that is. It's like a strong connection to the universe. Your psychic gift of claircognizance is very strong right now. So there could be ideas that are coming through for you that you think that they're your own, but it's actually the fact that your crown is so open that you are connecting to collective consciousness, and you're receiving a lot of messages and downloads from the higher realms right now of things that you're meant to process and follow in terms of your intuition. This seems to be an ongoing process that you've been through that have been the internal changes that are represented here. The number 9, you could be closing a cycle in your life. Change to close a cycle. The river. So the number 34 could be relevant for you, as well as the number 7. There's something about your spiritual growth here that is having you change immensely. It's changing your whole landscape. The whole landscape of your life is changing. And it's like flowing, and you can't really stop the current. You can't stop the flow because it's like water. all you can do is let yourself go. Maybe you've been doing a lot of reflection, a lot of reflecting. Maybe you have been feeling quite, your emotions could have been a little bit stirred up and even tormenting you a little bit or a lot, because torment is, I'm seeing a lot of emotions coming up for you. There could be a lot of crying, or you feeling overwhelmed with emotions or flooded with your emotions. I just heard drowning in your tears. That's coming from the lyrics of a Taylor Swift song. Is it called Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Something like that. Grace, acceptance, accept the current, accept where your emotions are taking you, because they're showing you something about your intuition. They're showing you your emotions are, it's like your intuition coming out in the for you to see what sits well, what doesn't, where you need to go, where you don't feel is your place, or where you feel like you belong and where you feel like you don't belong. If you flow naturally with your emotions, where would that... Okay. But I mean, there could be an imbalance here. Let's just have a look. We have the Castle. The number 43 could be relevant. Again, we have a 7, 77. Angel number 77. 43. 34, 43. 3443. That could be a number that you may want to look up. 3443. An angel number. A fortress. Have you created a fortress around your third eye? Is a little bit closed. You don't want to see things. You may be in denial of the things that are shown to you in visions or dreams. You're closed off to to those messages. You've created a fortress around those visions. It's like there's a denial of what you've seen. And so now your crown is open, but you don't want to, it's almost like you don't want to transport this into the physical, or you're afraid to, or you're afraid of what you see, or you're afraid of what, because of something you're protective of. Maybe there's a sense that you've stepped up to a point where you're on a throne, but you feel stuck on that throne in some way, and you feel stuck within these walls, and it's not allowing you to envision anything different maybe. But it's like your crown chakra, your intuition won't leave you alone, because your emotions, whatever you're not wanting to see and in denial of, is coming through in your emotions. You may not want to see it, but you feel it. Wow. Are you holding on to a golden cage or possessions or situation of money? I don't blame you. We all need, well, I don't want to get into that. I don't blame you. I'm not going to get into that, into the topic of needing, because that is low vibrational. If you need, you don't have. And again, it may be that you are giving into a lack mindset here, where you feel like if you let go of something material, it's like a false security here, that more won't come. You won't be able to recreate this or create this in another form or again. And again, I'm not here to advise you financially at all. These picket cards are just to make you think and validate what you already know, okay? So it's definitely not to make you more fearful. That's one thing I don't do here. Sagittarius, yeah, it's like you're being called to expand right now. You're being called to go on an adventure, to experiment, to take a risk. But you know you have to take a risk, but you don't want to see that. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. Sagittarius, you're being called to expand beyond the boundaries you've created for yourself, your self-imposed boundaries, or a belief system, a limited belief system, into your unlimited self. Because there's a lot more to you, a lot more available for you. There could be air travel here that is involved. Or maybe you're thinking of doing something, dealing with a different culture, or traveling somewhere very far, or creating a castle in a different place, like relocating and setting roots somewhere else. But there's this boundless energy to you where you once stopped yourself, or there's this stop and go here where at times you feel boundless, at other times you stop yourself and you put yourself back in those walls. There's a newfound enthusiasm that is growing within you, and it's because of how you've transmuted your energy, how you've changed. It's like you can't go back to the old self, but you kind of feel tempted to, and you sometimes put yourself back into that old self when you're meant to go all out and explore. Ninth house, that's the same energy as Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. The universe will be very generous with you if you do decide to explore beyond, you know, what you've known for such a long time. If you do go on that adventure, get your passport ready. Take that risk. Now, with this crown chakra, unlimited self, it could be that you are a spiritual teacher, or maybe that's how people see you, or that's how you see yourself. You probably know, now this is for some of you, your intuition is telling you that you're going to be teaching at a university at a higher level, or you're meant to be a spiritual teacher, and you're going to take that risk. For some of you, your ability to learn is going to lead you to being accepted into a higher education program, 4th house. But you keep wanting to stay in the comfort zone. There's like your soul is pulling you, your intuition is pulling you the direction of expanding, but then you pull yourself back because of a comfort zone, because of what feels comfortable. Maybe because of ideas that were instilled in you from your family. Maybe because it's comfortable where you are. It's comfortable, but it's not helping you evolve, is what I'm seeing here. Where if you did allow yourself to expand, you would rejuvenate. Instead, like, there's a push and pull energy going on here. Mercury, your intuition and the higher realms are communicating to you so loudly right now. Loud and clear. It's loud and clear. You could have Gemini or Virgo in your chart. Words, thoughts, analysis, information, learning. Okay, so this is 3rd house to the 9th house. So that's like going from a small knowledge to bigger knowledge, from small community to larger communities, from the box you put yourself into out into the world. From where you live, from your neighborhood to a completely different continent for some of you. Something has sparked your curiosity here. Something has sparked your curiosity. You could be doing online sales. You could be in trade. You could be in communication, reporting, analysis, information technology. Maybe you want to learn about these things. Maybe you're curious about these things. If you are curious about learning something and expanding, do it. This is your nudge. The bees, you're a hard worker. A busy bee, you're very busy. You have a lot on your plate maybe, but you also are the life of a party, or you can be. There's a balance here that you need between hard work and fun, or something like that. Solar plexus chakra. You could be lacking the confidence. You could be lacking the confidence because of what you were taught. And so you hold yourself back. Nurture, the Empress energy. When if you do take the adventure, the universe is going to be very generous with you again, bringing you the support you need, the love you need, the money you need, the health you need to nurture your gifts and to nurture this path that you're meant to take. Angel number 33 and master number 33, you are connected to the ascended masters. I'm seeing a lot of parallels between this option and option 1, so there could be a message in option 1 for you. Nurture your self-esteem, nurture your self-confidence, nurture your solar plexus chakra may need healing right now. See the yellow in her hand, and it's in your hands to take the responsibility for your own healing. I do energy healing, so if one-on-one on Zoom, so if you need energy healing, you can find my email in the description box and I'll send you the list of my services. But you can also do this other ways, like core training, or could do this in tandem with energy healing, with Reiki, with whatever. There could be a cord that you have, maybe to your mother or to a feminine energy in your life that you're connected to, a cord, where there's a transmission of energy here that kind of takes a hit to your self-confidence, or someone who drains your energy, siphons your energy, uses your energy, and cannot live life without that energy. They cannot do anything without you, or maybe this is a mother figure who in the past used to take or used to really wounded you. It could have been the case. But now it's in your hands to heal that, to recover that. It's not what happened to you, it's how you choose to deal with it right now. And that's your responsibility. We all go through stuff, but we need to know how to react and how to overcome. It's how you overcome this. How you rebuild yourself, rebuild your heart, because your heart was very affected by this as well. And this was at an early age, or at your earlier years, okay? Or it started in your earlier years. It could be childhood, teenagehood, young adulthood, where and it could have been more than one person, because I'm seeing a lot of like cords here that are yellow, but who kind of the way you built yourself on top of this was faulty. So there's like an impending crumbling of a faulty foundation where you built your structure over. But if you allow yourself to bring down that foundation, you will be able to rebuild. And again, the 4th house is that mother energy, or a mother, or a feminine energy. The number 16 and the number 7, it's your responsibility to rebuild and to 2.0, reinvent yourself. The number 16, the number 7, Uranus energy here, Mars and Scorpio, Libra and Taurus, Sagittarius, Cancerian energy, Gemini and Virgo. Throat chakra. Change, speak up for yourself, say what you want to say what you mean. Again, connections to option 1. There may need to be a healing. You may be afraid to say things because of a lack of confidence or a lack of poet. Maybe you express yourself through poetry, or maybe you would be a really good poet. Maybe you are a poet. Maybe this is going to help you express yourself through poetry. If you can't do it any other way, maybe you're being invited to put yourself out there as a poet, or as a songwriter, or as a singer. There's something very lyrical that you could turn your experiences into. Waning moon, introspection and self-inventory. You could be going through a time of introspection right now, taking inventory of self and the past and all your experiences right now. You may be procrastinating on certain things because of that, but the more you procrastinate on rebuilding and nurturing yourself and healing yourself, the more you will be keeping yourself away from this number 8, from the stable prosperity. And until you do the healing, any kind of prosperity will be temporary, and you want to make it stable, but you're procrastinating here on healing. Procrastinating on following your intuition because of stuff that you're refusing to see and heal, so that you can feel peace, at peace. That's the thing that's going to bring you peace. The number 23, and change. Change that brings peace. The number 5. Rhiannon, sorceress. You're a lot more powerful than you think. You are a magical person, and you can manifest your clear intentions into reality. But you may not be fully aware of that. You can manifest your clear intentions into reality. But to know what your intentions are, you need to know what you want. To know what you want, you need to be healed. Otherwise, you could be doing what other people want. What you want brings you peace, but you procrastinate because there's a lack of confidence here. And so you're very cautious, you're very wary, and you tend to maybe do things in secret or manifest things in secret. Also, whatever you're trying to manifest, once you do reach those clear intentions, if you want peace around your manifestations, you need to be secretive. Don't go around telling everyone that you're healing or that you're going to do this or you plan to do this. The more secretive you are about this, the better the chances that this will manifest. Otherwise, you will have other people's energy interfering here. And when other people's energy interferes with your truth and your authenticity, there's no peace because you're not living from an authentic place. You're living based off other people's, what's right for other people. 2 of Swords, and you keep yourself at a stalemate. But it's time to break the cycle. The number 37 could be relevant, and the number 10 and the number 1. 9 of Wands. It's like you're keeping yourself in these perpetual battles because you're not allowing yourself to be authentic, and you keep yourself in a perpetual battle of stalemates. The number 51 and the number 6 could be relevant. It says the impenetrable secret. You keep a lot to yourself because you're not confident to share it. The Moon, yeah, because of your fears. Even stuff that you're deeply emotionally connected to, it's like you would never dare. Because you're afraid that it would destroy you. Page of Wands. And there's new territory here that you want to explore, the number 27 and the number 9, but that takes closing a cycle. But that would be your salvation from enemies. You think not, but keep it a secret. I also heard keep it a secret. King of Wands. Daniel could be a significant name. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries could be significant. The number 50. Eloquence. You're coming across as someone who is quite eloquent. You could be a business owner. The number 5, change. New territory, change. You are quite eloquent, but you stop yourself from expressing yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This could be that feminine energy going on in your mind that is acting as an opposing barrier to your victory. 9 of Wands, under the 9 of Wands. Are you kidding me? From 2 different decks. Keeping yourself in a cycle of battles. The Tower, but oh gosh, okay, that's the energy of the Tower. That's good. You're breaking free. Where did we get the Tower? Did we get the Tower in this reading? Yes, there it is. And right on top of the Tower. Your fears are crumbling. You're no longer... And this could be fears that you held on for a very long time, but you understood that this was only getting in your way. And again, it could have been connected to this mother figure or this feminine energy. Scorpio, Mars, Uranus energy. Things are shifting. That faulty foundation is crumbling. The number 16 could be relevant. The number 7, because of your spiritual path. And it's time to start making some plans with the 2 of Wands. Planning to explore new territory, yes. Queen of Swords under the King of Wands. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Cutting out what? Cutting out the battles, cutting those cords to those people who drained you, siphoned you, manipulated you, influenced you, made you feel bad about yourself, controlled you. Yes, there's an invitation to move away from that and to cut that out of your life, because it's stopping you from living life passionately. Be willing to forgive. Yeah, in cutting these cords, you need to forgive whoever these people were. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peace. It says peacefulness, but I'll say peace. Yeah, forgiveness is not just for you. It's for whoever did this. Sorry, what did I say? Forgiveness is not just for whoever did this to you. It is for you, to free you from that burden, to free you from the heaviness of what you were holding on to. You can forgive without forgetting. Clear yourself. Yeah, you need to clear yourself to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed from this feminine energy. However you were connected to this feminine energy, the exchange between the two of you had you absorbing their negativity. So there may be some energy healing that you need to release this. Ascended Masters. Did we have the number 33 somewhere here, or was it pile 1? You are connected to these loving, wise, and spiritual teachers that are watching over you and guiding you right now. Angel number 33 and Master number 33. 34, 7, 7. Cancel, clear, and delete. Yes, of course. Archangel Michael, use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking that could have come from this connection to this feminine, these feminines. Turn on your heart light, because it could be turned off right now. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Focus on love and when you experienced love, and you will get your answers. The number 36 and the number 9 could be relevant. Receive with love and appreciation. The number 34 comes out again. So we have 34, 34 now. And the number 7, so we have 777. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So also turn your heart light on, even if you're not feeling capable of giving love, at least gracefully accept it and gratefully accept it, because in that energy of gratitude you're already unlocking that elevation toward the higher realms of love, peace, joy, all those beautiful things. Something in the near future, it seems like you're going to choose a new direction, or you're being nudged in that direction. Okay? And it's Shanti could mean something to someone. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead if you choose a new direction. Option 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Let me know if it resonates for you. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, share if you like this work. If it helps you, it may help other people. And if you engage with the channel by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, you're letting YouTube know that you like this channel. And these readings will reach more people, meaning that we can all ascend together. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day and see you next time. Bye. Welcome, option 3. You chose this beautiful artwork, Judgment. If you want to know who makes these, you can find her on Instagram, and there is in my description box, it's called the Becoming Tarot, and you can find the her in my description box, to where you can find these on Instagram. Judgment, Scorpio energy. The number 20 could be relevant. It's judgment time. It's time to make a decision, a big shift, a second chance in life. Giving yourself a second chance, maybe giving someone else a second chance, or having a complete second chance at life, a second lease on life. Being judged, judging, judgment. Someone here could be a judge or could be judged in court, something to do with a court situation, very possibly. It could be judgment time or something. Let's see. Someone could be called to be a juror. Stepping through. Ooh. Excuse me, I'm stepping through. I just heard that. I am stepping through. Unapologetically, it's your time to shine. I just heard that. Big shifts. It's time to make this judgment call. It's time to make this big decision that will change your life for the better. And you're stepping through. Your energy is definitely stepping through here. The number 47 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 11. Make way, because I'm coming through. Here I am. It seems like you want to follow your heart, okay? You want that second chance at life. You have been dreaming big. There's something that's been holding you back, but I think right now what's happening is you are moving through that energy. You're not allowing it to hold you back anymore, and you're moving through slowly but surely. You're at the threshold of coming out the other side. And with her foot in this lotus flower, it's like you could have been buried in this murky water, in these bad experiences, or in a place where you just felt meh about life, and really tough experiences. And all you have to do is now take your foot out. That's all you need to do, is take that foot out, because you're almost completely out. You're at the threshold of a new life here. Because you stepped through the worst. You've been through the worst. You may be inclined to start a new project. Belief in self. Maybe you're starting to believe more in yourself. Maybe you're starting to believe that everything is possible. And maybe you are taking the road less traveled. Maybe you are going to do things that people around you have never done, or in a way that people have never done. Maybe they've never dared to do it. Maybe you're coming from a place where everyone else does things a certain way, and you're about to do things differently. But it's like you need to trust in your own inner guidance right now, because it's time to step up for all those dreams and all those projects that you've been putting off. It's time to start now, even if it's just one small element of the bigger picture, okay? There's always a myriad of reasons why today isn't the day, but opportunity will dance with those who are already on the dance floor, okay? And this is from Jackson Brown Jr. If you want to start something, there's a self-talk. This is reminding me of, I see all these, I've seen lately on social media, these gymnasts or these athletes, when they're ready to go, they have this self-talk. They say these mantras. They say these affirmations before they start running, or before they start jumping, or whatever they're doing, that get them through. And normally that's what makes you successful, is your self-talk. So talk to yourself about the steps you need to take, and then take the consistent steps to actualize it. And then you will see it take on a momentum of its own. And then the right people, the places, the opportunities will start to magnetize toward you. And everything will start to come together slowly but surely. And don't be afraid to fail, okay? You know, when we see other people who are successful, that has come from people who have also failed, but the difference is they persevered. So there's a sense that you need to persevere. And, you know, falling and getting back up is also part of that journey. Right now, there's a need for you to focus your energies and commit to seeing that vision become a reality, step by step. And yes, you are human, so you need to set some reasonable expectations. But also know that when you do apply yourself, then you can make amazing things happen. While, you know, building that dream that you have may seem overwhelming, all you have to do is, if it does seem overwhelming, you need to break it down into a plan and into smaller steps, and then you will gracefully find your way through it. Right at the beginning, you may not be able to manage all these aspects of a project, and you may need to even learn more skills. But whatever it is you're aiming to achieve, you may have a skill set that other people don't have. So there's a sense that there could be a need for collaboration here, but also you may need a new skill set that other people have. It's not anything special they have, it's just skills you don't. But you may be missing the bigger picture here. Maybe you need a mentor or someone who is on a similar journey or who has been on a similar journey. Or maybe you need someone who can be your accountability coach or accountability buddy. And you know, people who have been on the journey, who are on the journey, could be wonderful supporters to you right now. But following your dreams can be one of the most fulfilling and empowering things you can do, but it is often the path less traveled. And you may need to plot your own course and find a way through. Because there are aspects of what you're doing that, while other people have done something similar, are very unique to your own path. And in this plan that you're making, consider the kind of lifestyle that you want. And know that the kind of lifestyle that you want may also change and evolve as you do. So there could be changes through this path. It's not always a straight line. There could be different elements coming into play that will have you change the trajectory a little bit or a lot, but it's still going in that same direction. So be flexible. Don't be too rigid. Maybe there's a sense of rigidity in the way you think about when it comes to achieving goals here, and there could be some surprises along the way, okay? Some surprises, some epiphanies that you're going to have. Because as you take these steps and grow, there's naturally going to be more elements to it because you're ready for those elements. Wow. The crone. Yeah, I mean, you could be more mature of age, or you could have reached a level of maturity already that has allowed you to make all this growth and is now putting you in this position. I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here with the crow. So crows could be significant to you. The number 13 and the number 4 could be significant to you. But it's like you've reached, you are someone who is wise, knowledgeable, experienced. You have all that. You have the wisdom. You even have skills. You may be missing a skill or two, but you're mostly ready. You've evolved to the point where you're ready for this. And I just want to ask you, how much longer are you going to wait? Okay? You could be highly psychic and intuitive, clairvoyant, definitely wise. You may feel like it's too late. You may feel like it's too late for this, whatever this is that you want to achieve, accomplish. Ah, interesting, but it's not. We have the maiden. Yes, you may be a crone, but you can be a maiden as well. You can be both. Or maybe you're just wise beyond your years. Maybe you look younger than your age. And if you feel it's too late, well, it's definitely not. Okay? Maybe for one specific thing it may be, but not for most of the things that you're trying to achieve. The number 8 could be relevant. You can still achieve that stable prosperity, even if you go on a new path, even if you start something new, even if you start from scratch. There's still an innocence in you. Despite all the things you know, that you can still recover, or it's still there. That inner child is still there, and that inner child still wants to come out and play, which means that inner child still wants to create. You're still alive, in other words. See how dark this is and how colorful this is? It seems like your world is about to go from dark and gray to color. You're getting a second chance at life with this judgment here. You're getting a chance to start over and feel alive again. After going through a lot, after maturing, after maybe aging, it's like reverse aging right now in every sense of the word. And that means that if you've been experiencing creative block, that will unblock. There's a sense of returning to innocence that is very important here for you to be able to step into this new phase. But you need to believe that this is possible first and foremost. You need to trust this. You need to have faith. Tap into that curious side of you. Tap into the enchantment. Tap into your sensuality. Tap into those times where you felt excited about life. Passionate about life and love and projects, and even when you used to fantasize, because that can all come back to you, or it's coming back to you. The kiss that brings you back to life. There's Venus energy here, the kiss that brings you back to life. Libra, Taurus energy coming through. Cancerian energy coming through. The doula, something new to be birthed. It could be a project or a child. Take what resonates. There's something new that's about to be birthed. You're in this energy of nurturing a seed and making it grow, and conception and creation right now. Now this could be a child, a project, a new life, whatever this is. You have what it takes right now. Maybe not for everything. Again, there are certain things that are not possible, right? But I'm seeing for the most part, whatever's possible for you, even physically. But it's like more like in a sense that metaphysical impossibilities of creation. I'm not talking about the physical impediments, okay? If your mood is up and down, it's because your emotions are trying to speak to you about this new thing that you want to create or that is coming about. Quincunx, complexity. You're going to get the missing puzzle piece. You know that thing that was puzzling you, the mystery, the complication, the contradictions, the irritations, when you felt you were missing the mark? There was just a requirement of translation here and adjustments needed. Your curiosity is going to lead you to learning what you need to learn to transform this situation. You're going to find out why you were missing the mark here. Venus, love. The answer was love all this time. And again, Taurus and Libra energy. Sensuality, reconnecting to that sacral chakra. The color orange is going to help you a lot. Orange and pink. Love has been a complex situation in your life. Love has been complex. Maybe there's new love coming for you. Or maybe there's an age gap here in a love situation, could be. Are you ready to receive love? Get ready to receive love. But I'm seeing wealth as well. Second chance at love. Let's see. First house. A new life, a new reality. You're being welcomed into a new magical world. Okay, here's what I'm seeing with the physical body. The first house is about the physical body. You're going through some kind of a glow up. You're going to start looking younger, okay? I don't know what you're doing. Or maybe you don't believe this is possible, but it's possible. It is possible. You're going to find something out that's going to help you get into this energy of rejuvenation and looking younger, feeling younger, doing things younger people do. a new beginning, a new world, new possibilities. What is this? 7 of Wands. Choose your battles. Maybe you need to make a judgment call on what you fight for and what is not worth fighting for. Who it's worth fighting against. What is worth fighting for? What is worth fighting for? Because some battles just deplete us and make us older than we have to be. When we fight for something, for example, that is not meant for us, that can make us older. That can make us feel helpless and hopeless. It's because we're on the wrong paths. Eight of Swords. It keeps us stuck in our head when we fight for things that no longer resonate with us or are not meant for us, or it makes us feel lost and stuck and maybe even obsessive. And sacral chakra needs some healing, by the way. Overthinking, fighting for things that are not meant for you, resisting what is meant for you, all create blocks in your sacral chakra. And when we have blocks in our sacral chakra, we block our ability to create. And when we block our ability to create, we block our ability to create prosperity, abundance, and health in our life and things. And so if you're experiencing creative block, it's because you have a blocked sacral chakra. I do energy healing, Zoom one-on-one. If you need my services, you can find my email in the description box. Find balance. There's a need for balance here. 2 of Pentacles. There's too much on your plate. There's a juggling game going on here, and it's creating an imbalance in your life because you're fighting for things you shouldn't be fighting for, and you're not fighting for things that you should be fighting for. Basically it. And you know, time is of the essence. But yes, you still have time at the same time. Addict, you could be dealing with addictions, and that is why maybe you are giving to things or fighting for things that you shouldn't be fighting for, and being defensive toward things that you should be open to. And it could be because you need help to recognize and confront addictive behavior that is taking over your life, and it is making you feel like you have more on your plate than you actually do. It is putting you in a state of feeling helpless and hopeless, defensive, and choosing the wrong battles and making the wrong choices because there's some kind of addiction, codependency, vice, or... And look, the addiction could be to a substance, could be to a person in the form of codependency. It could be to a behavior. It could be to a belief system. It's whatever is holding you back from having that second chance in life. But you're stepping through. I feel you are learning to choose your battles, and you will find a balance when it comes to feeling helpless and hopeless. But the key is really to push away anything that is keeping you stuck, because what's keeping you stuck is some form of addiction that you may or may not be aware of. Angels, you are being supported and guided by your angels right now. Alchemy, it's up to you to transmute negative into positive energy right now. It's up to you to make a decision to ward off these addictions, to push them away, to push them out of your life. The number 25 and the number 7 could be relevant. You will go the distance if you decide to take this step. And you know, these addictions could be the very thing that are making you look older than you need to, or making you feel older, or draining your life force, taking your energy away, when you could be racing to the finish line. The number 47, the number 11 could be relevant. Unconditional love with Mary Magdalene. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So love is the answer. Unconditional love, meaning love of yourself, love of others, but also loving yourself enough to fight for what, what love is, and to block off what love isn't, if that makes sense. Because life is about to get lighter, and it's meant to be lighter. You're meant to change here with the 14, which is a 5. The heaviness will lift, the burdens will be cast away, and you will feel weightless. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming through. Life doesn't have to be this heavy. Life doesn't have to be this hard. But love is the answer. Not fear, not ego, not overstimulating your mind with overthinking, not keeping yourself stuck. It's love that will make you weightless. 10 of Cups. Your wish fulfillment. Your wish fulfillment is waiting for you, but you need to allow it, accept it, fight for your wish fulfillment. How do you fight? With love. Kill them with kindness. I just heard this. The number 71, the number 8. This is so interesting because down here it says confounds the wicked and brings peace and victory. There could be people who are wicked around you, but they come across as people who want to help you, for example. And there's a sense that you need to know the difference between a good person and someone who looks like a good person. And also, but that only happens if you can transmute your own energy from negative to positive. Because if there's an addiction here, maybe you can't see the difference. And so you're maybe addicted to the person who looks like a good person, or the thing that looks like a good thing. And it confuses you. But when I see confounds the wicked, turn that around and confuse the wicked, is what I'm seeing here. By doing what is right for you, by transmuting your energy and moving away from these addictions. Death. You're going through a death and a rebirth right now. Scorpio energy. 72 and number 9 could be relevant. You're closing a cycle. There's endings here that's going to bring you a rebirth, a 2.0 version, a re-edition of self. Reinvention of self. Influences health and longevity. Letting go of this addiction is going to regenerate you. You are meant to live long and healthy and happy. And there's still time. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Ariel. The number 46 and the number 10 and the number 1. You're going to discover a hidden treasure. And with the Knight of Cups being here, that hidden treasure is in your own heart. Your heart is speaking to it. The treasure is if you follow your heart. That's what I'm seeing with this one. 7 of Swords. This one fell to the floor. So that is telling me stop sabotaging. Stop self-sabotage. With addiction, with speaking the wrong words, having the wrong self-talk. Knowledge of good and evil. You're going to know right from wrong. You're going to know exactly what's good and exactly what's evil. The number 66, the number 12, and the number 3 could be relevant. Have you been betraying your own heart? You've been betraying your own heart. 8 of Cups. Yeah. There's a more meaningful path you want to follow in your life. You want to have a life that holds more meaning, but you've been shying away from it in because of codependencies or addictions. But it's time to transform. This is your sign, your validation, whatever, to transform. Page of Cups. But this is new territory for you to follow your heart. But you intuitively know with the 10 of Cups down here that that would lead you to your emotional fulfillment. It takes that first step. But it may feel overwhelming. 5 of Swords. Yeah. It would represent the end to the mental conflict though, but at the same time, I feel your fear is that there would be opposition or mental conflict or people arguing, that you are choosing to explore new territory here. 5 of Cups. Maybe you fear sadness or loss here. You're focusing on the negatives that the change would bring. That's what this is showing me. And yes, all change, even if it's for the better, it implies letting something go. And if it's an addiction, of course it's going to bring sadness because your body is hooked on it. It doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's time to see things clearly and to see how you've been sabotaging. And I feel a lot of what's going on here, the addiction is something to do with a thought process that is addictive or has led you to addictions. It's a new dawn, Ace of Pentacles. A new life is waiting for you, but you need to walk away from self-sabotage. This new life is prosperous, long-lasting, and wealthy and healthy. Emotional sensitivity. You are someone who's very emotional. Who's very sensitive with your emotions. Even if not always, people can't really see that. Even if you have a strong front. But you need to honor and respect that deep sensitivity because that's a gift that is showing you what your heart is all about. And this is down here. So you hide your heart behind a mask. Earth Angel, you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. And that's why you are so sensitive to your emotions. Sacral chakra. Did we not get the sacral chakra there? Confirmation. There we go. There's a need for you to heal your sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. Clear message there. Release. You need to release addictions or release any substances that are chemical or codependencies, people, situations, relationships that are harsh to your energy. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. The only thing that is real is love. The number 7, shift your focus back to love. So when in doubt, shift that focus back to love and you will have your answers. Love is all around you. Okay, you may not believe this. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. And so it will be. So you will create it. The number 16 and the number 7 could be relevant. Angel number 77. And we have 77. 7777. Wait for what? There will be helpful people. Maybe you have been waiting for helpful people. Don't stop. Okay. Whatever this means for you. If you believe, what will happen if you believe? And if you believe and if you ask for help from others within the next few months or within the next few weeks, depending on how strong your belief and your faith is, or maybe even a year from now, again, the stronger your faith, the quicker this can happen. There will be a peaceful resolution. If you let go, if you communicate clearly, there will be no need to worry. Just trust the process. Ray could be a name. Significant name. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. One more message. Sagittarius, expand your horizons. Dare to take a risk. The number 9, expand your horizons. I feel there's a message in option 2 for you, okay? Sagittarius energy. Jupiter. This is all the same energy. Jupiter, 9th house, Sagittarius. There's a whole world out there for you. The universe wants to be really generous with you. It's like with this energy, you can't go wrong. The universe is bringing you prosperity, support, abundance, adventures. You're not too old for this. And some of you are being called to relocate or travel far to like a different continent or a different country, or you're being called to step into the position of a spiritual leader or teacher, let's put it that way, or you have to make a decision whether you're going to relocate or go to university or something like that. Either way, you're going to make the right decision, especially if you step out of a comfort zone and if you step through and if you follow your heart. This is what you get. The universe blessing you with wealth, with support, with health, with new experiences and adventures, and definitely an expansion for you. Expanding. That was your reading, option 3. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. Also, like, comment, share, subscribe if you like these videos. That way I know you like my work and you need it. YouTube will know, then YouTube will share these readings and more people will have access to the ascension process. Then we won't have to do all the heavy lifting on our own. That was your message. It was such a pleasure to read for you guys today. Have a beautiful day. See you next time. Bye.